So UNLV comes out for its first offensive series. And I love this coaching staff because they really operated for much of the game like there wasn't snow, which I was kind of surprised by. Caleb, they come out for the first offensive play, and they're like, hey, you know what? Let's run a flea flicker. And after the result of it, everyone's like, no! That was, I just, the moxie and dedication to like, we're running an offense and we're going to be aggressive is awesome.
It's absolutely awesome. I don't think I spoke on the broadcast until the Wyoming first down play. After seeing that flea flicker for the Rebels, I was shocked. There's no way I would have anticipated that being the case. I know they want to have fun. They want to be explosive. They want to take advantage and create energy and juice on the road, especially. But I did not see that one coming. You mentioned the conditions. If there was a plan to have that play run, I would hope that there was a serious discussion beforehand that the weather maybe changed the philosophy, but clearly didn't. They made the call, and a disaster of a start for the Rebels in their conference opener. Luckily, they rebounded quickly, both sides of the ball. Defense holding Wyoming to a 3-and-out and a field goal attempt there turned out to be very impactful on the way that game had a momentum swing back and forth. It looked like it was going to be a tough day for UNLV after that one.
Caleb Herring's up on ESPN Las Vegas, breaking down the UNLV victory to move to 5-0. Game coming up this week. Homecoming, Air Force, 12:30 on Saturday. Tickets are available, UNLVtickets.com. Also, unbelievable deals in a 3-game pack that you can buy for as low as $66. So, Anthony Colandrea, it's interesting. If you looked at the box score after, you're like, oh, wow, okay, Colandrea, 11 of 20, 102, a touchdown, 11 carries, 33 yards. I looked at PFF, his lowest grade of the season at just 54.4. But here's the thing on PFF, they probably don't give enough credit to when those runs happened for first downs, especially trying to close out a game. Colandrea actually had a great game in terms of judgment and clutch moments.
Yeah, he had a third down scamper that was huge during the game. It was about an 11-yard scamper that he had. And then he also had the 4th and 2, which it was a Superman dive and effort to get that first down. So he made his impact on the game, and the numbers don't always show impact. It isn't an accident, I guess, or you weren't wrong to say that the PFF score showed he had his probably worst performance, and that's probably true. But then you got to factor in things like the weather conditions, the fact that he technically fumbled but protected the ball when he actually had the ball in normal possessions. The flea flicker was just a one-off, but he protected possessions, he preserved possessions, and sometimes the box scores don't always indicate the impact. And you look at even the yardage for the team, like the numbers would suggest that maybe it was a lot closer of a game. I think Wyoming ended up outgaining UNLV from a yardage standpoint. But you look at things like drives and how long they lasted. UNLV lasted or had longer lasting drives and actually won the time of possession, even though, the yardage wasn't there. But Colandrea has to understand that those kind of games are going to happen, especially when it's ugly weather conditions on the road, hostile environment. It was actually a pretty good turnout for a homecoming crowd, despite the weather. But being able to manage the game, keep the offense on the field, even though your numbers weren't gaudy, and just maintaining possession, sometimes you got to do what's necessary to win. And I think this is one of those wins for Colandrea in his career where, it all wasn't going his way, but he did just enough to impact the game in a positive way.